Hello, hello! I am back with another. Don't be mean, little buddy. Another tank update. So, we're going to take our time with today's one because I have a lot to go over. Partly because I skimmed through the last one really fast, but I have time today. So, first thing I want to talk about is the progression of the damage to my tank after I realized I neglected to actually maintain the alkalinity. Not so much the calcium level, but really the alkalinity. It dropped down to about 5 or 6, if I remember correctly, where I usually keep it at 9. I kept up on my water changes. I just got so used to my amount of corals and my frag sizes being small enough to where the water changes alone would keep the nutrients up and everything, but I'm obviously past that point. So after my cyanobacteria bloomed, it was probably like 6 millimeters, almost like half an inch, fourth of an inch of just red carpet all over my rocks. And I don't have footage of that, sadly, but what I did to treat that was use ChemiClean. I mentioned it last video. Let me grab it for you. I use this right here. So for 10 gallons, it's just a tiny little scoop. It's going to last me well over a year if I ever need it again. But what I realized was after getting rid of the cyanobacteria, it gave room for green hair algae and just green algae in general to really kick in, because usually there's competition between the two, so they balance each other out. But with the red cyanobacteria out of the way, the green algae just really blew up. And you can see it all along my rocks. I did a water change yesterday, and it is just, and I scrubbed it down too with a toothbrush, and it's just all over the place. It even made its way up to my little frags up top. And total damage so far, lost my torch coral, I lost my hammer. My frog spawn's actually fine. I just moved it up because I feel like the lighting and flow is better up here for it, because it was kind of not doing so well down there. But the most recent 2 more, actually I have 4 more losses. My plate coral, since I don't know if it was the lighting, I don't think it was the lighting, I think it just took a toll like the rest of the corals did with imbalance in the water quality. But my pom-poms, which are right here, were actually fine with the water quality. The reason they went was because they pretty much got demolished by the green hair algae. And I mean, I would blow on it every day to get the green hair algae off, and by the end of the day, it's just back. I went ahead, I reduced both my light power and my light duration down to 4 hours a day and about 70% of what I was running. And also, my rostozoas sadly haven't been open up for well over a week now. I keep scrubbing and blowing and brushing them off, hoping that they open up for me, but I haven't had any luck with them. And again, that's the same reason as the pom-poms. You know, the green algae here, or the hair algae, really just agitated them to the point of staying closed. It went ahead and actually grew over them as well. And just recently, about 2 days ago, my orange Bam Bam zoas had about like 3 or 4 heads open, but now everything's just closed. They really don't like this. I guess they're just too agitated again. And if you're wondering about the lighting and why it's flickering in my tank right now, it's because I'm running the HD Prime, or I guess just the Prime. So I switched lightings. We'll go over that later in the video. But over in the back, my neon clove polyps are somehow alive, despite being surrounded by the green hair algae. I guess they're okay with it. I actually pulled out chunks yesterday around them when I was doing that water change. And past all this struggle, my red blasto still managed to grow a new head. Look at that sucker. He's so nice. Yeah. My candy canes are doing okay. They haven't really been fully open in the past week, but they've been open enough to where I know they're alive, so they're okay with everything. I did increase the water flow as well. And the Magician Zoa, or sorry, the Pally, not the Zoa, has a new head. Get an angle on it. You can see it out there in the front. It's doing very well. So, I mean, despite everything, it really shows you which coral are more susceptible to these kinds of water conditions and imbalances in your tank. For my SPSs, they have continued to grow. Everything except for that red digi, it's like paralyzed for life. I don't know why it never grows, but over the last few days when I decreased the lighting, I noticed it started getting white on the tip, so went ahead and increased the length of the light up to like 6 hours, just for that sake. And then we also have their bird's nests are starting to give way, because especially on the right piece, it's growing up and up. It started at the base, now it's almost to the top. Sadly, not like the song. But we got the piece that fell off of my, I can't remember this guy's name, my coral here. I glued it onto my frag, and it's actually growing over the edge, so that's doing real well over there. So I think by the end of this entire crash, and after we get everything balanced, it's going to be a different tank in general. But beyond that, guys, I still am running the wave maker, still the heater, I'm sitting at 79 right now. And I actually want to do a change to my tank by rotating this rock to the side and stacking it up high, but that requires moving all the softies down lower. Let me show you the rocks I got, or I had and been meaning to put in my tank, but I haven't gotten to it. One sec. So this is a piece you guys already know. It's a piece that I removed prior from my other tank, but it's just been chilling. Just really wanted to create more room for the fish in this 10 gallon, so I took it out. But here's the other one that I really like, and I was thinking if I could just lean it up against the back, that'd make a nice backdrop, and it wouldn't take up too much room because it's not too thick. And then also to that, I would put down the, the SPS up top and stuff, but maybe add this to the other corner, or keep the corners open and just kind of add it to the side like that. But doing that would obviously require me removing the coral from the rocks, and right now all the corals have grown onto the rocks. So one, if you guys have a good way about it on how to remove my coral, that'd be great. I actually dug out the rock when I removed my coral here, and it's starting to grow over the edges for that. But yeah, that's my tank update, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and make a few more videos right now. Oh, one more, sorry. This is what I used, or what I'm currently using to treat the green hair algae. It's just by API. If you guys have any experience with this, let me know. I've been using it as directed for about a week and a half. I really haven't seen any change. So I'm just increasing my water changes, trying to get it every 3 days. Just school is keeping me so busy that just doesn't happen. So more realistic, it's like every 4 days. I do about a 30%. I drop it about like right here. Yeah, about right here. So yeah, guys, let me know what's going on. Besides that, I'll go ahead and make a video right now on this HD Prime, and maybe a review on the tank itself. So, thanks, guys.